My mother's nails dug into my arm as she hissed, "You're ruining the party, Sarah." I didn't answer. I couldn't, because across the patio, my 8-year-old daughter Lily was choking on sobs, blinking hard as red sludge and glitter slid down her cheeks and into her eyes. And everyone, my parents, my cousins, my aunts, was laughing like it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. This was supposed to be my dad's 60th birthday, a backyard garden party, string lights, food I'd prepped for 3 weeks, a whole day I'd built with my own hands, hoping stupidly that for once my family could act like a family. But the second my younger sister Vanessa showed up, the party became her stage. Vanessa is 26, a self-proclaimed creator, and if a moment isn't filmed, it doesn't exist. She doesn't talk to people, she narrates them. She doesn't make memories, she makes content. I'd been inside plating dessert when I heard the shouting, not the normal party loud, something sharper, Lily's voice. I rushed out with a serving towel still in my hand and saw Vanessa with her phone raised like a spotlight, cornering Lily against my mother's rose trellis. Lily wore her favorite white sundress, embroidered daisies across the skirt. She'd picked it herself for Grandpa's special day. Now she was pressed back against the lattice, eyes wide, shaking her head. "Come on, Lil," Vanessa called, voice sugary for the camera. "It's just a prank. My followers love these. You'll be famous." Lily's chin trembled. "No, Aunt Nessie, please don't." Only then did I see it. A big orange bucket perched above the trellis on a hook, rigged with a rope. I started moving, fast. "Vanessa, stop!" Vanessa didn't even glance at me. She smiled into her screen. 3, 2, "No!" Lily cried, raising her hands like she could block the world. Vanessa yanked the rope. A heavy sheet of thick red paint mixed with glitter that flashed in the sun dumped straight onto Lily's head and shoulders. For a split second, Lily didn't move, like her brain couldn't process what happened. Then she screamed, a real scream, not a cute squeal, a terrified, cracking sound that punched through the music and chatter. She dropped to her knees and clawed at her face. "It burns! Mommy!" My lungs forgot how to work. And then, like a switch flipped, my family erupted. My dad chuckled with a beer in his hand. My mother clapped like she was watching a show. Cousins doubled over, pointing. "Oh my God, look at her!" my mom shouted. "That face is priceless." Vanessa cackled into her phone. "You guys, she's freaking out. This is gold." Something inside me went cold and clean. I crossed the lawn in 3 strides, snatched the phone out of the air with one slap, and sent it flying. It hit the patio stones and skittered, cracking hard against the leg of a wrought iron chair. Vanessa shrieked, not because Lily was hurt, because her screen shattered. "My phone!" she screamed, scooping it up. "Are you insane? That's the new iPhone." I dropped beside Lily, using my shirt to wipe the paint off her eyelids. Glitter clung to her lashes, stuck in the corners of her eyes. "Look at me, baby," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Open your eyes. I've got you." "It burns," Lily sobbed, shivering. "It burns, Mommy." My mother stormed over, heels clicking like gunshots on the pavers. She didn't offer water, didn't ask if Lily could see. She stared at me like I'd committed a crime. "What is wrong with you?" she snapped. "You always have to make everything dramatic." I looked up, paint on my hands, my daughter shaking in my lap. "She has paint in her eyes." Vanessa rolled her eyes. "It's washable. Relax, you freak." My dad took another sip of beer and grunted. "Apologize to your sister. You embarrassed her." I waited. I actually waited for one person, one to say, "Hey, maybe don't dump chemicals on a child." No one did. They stared at me like I interrupted the entertainment. My mother folded her arms. "If you want to stay for cake, fix this." "Fix this?" My voice came out thin with disbelief. She leaned closer, lowering her tone to a threat. "Apologize? Pay the phone or don't bother coming to Christmas. I'm done with your attitude." Lily pressed her face into my stomach, hiding from the circle of smiling faces. She was trying to disappear. I stood, lifting her into my arms. She was slick with paint, heavy with exhaustion, and trembling. "Fine," I said quietly. "I'll fix it." I walked toward the side gate without another word. Vanessa chased after us. "Oh, no, you don't. You broke my property. You're not leaving." "We're leaving," I said. Behind me, my mother shouted, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Don't come crawling back when you need help. Don't come back when you're lonely. You're ruining this family, Sarah." As I carried Lily to the car, my aunt's voice floated after us like poison perfume. "So sensitive," she muttered. My dad added louder, "That kid needs to toughen up." I buckled Lily into her booster seat with shaking hands. Her cheeks were sticky. Glitter was everywhere, her hairline, her ears, the folds of her dress. And then I saw Vanessa on the porch. She was filming again, holding up her cracked phone like a badge of martyrdom, narrating to her followers, "My sister just assaulted me because she can't take a joke. Look, she's running away. Classic toxic family." I slammed my car door, but her voice still rang in my skull as I drove. I didn't go home first. I stopped at a gas station because it was the nearest place with a bathroom and a sink. Under harsh fluorescent lights, I spent nearly an hour wiping paint off Lily with wet paper towels. The glitter wouldn't budge. It clung like shame. Lily stared at herself in the mirror, eyes red-rimmed. "Why do they hate me, Mommy?" she whispered. "Did I do something bad?" My throat closed. "No, baby, you did nothing wrong." She swallowed hard. "Grandma laughed." That sentence shattered something old in me, the last excuse I'd been carrying for years. I'd spent my entire life translating my parents' cruelty into something softer, old-fashioned, tough love. They mean well. Vanessa's just immature. But my child was sobbing in a gas station bathroom because her grandmother thought her pain was funny. We went home. Lily took a long bath, and I sat on the closed toilet lid while she soaked, watching glitter swirl on the water's surface like tiny knives. My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. My mom, "Vanessa is crying. Fix what you did." My dad, "Pay the phone tonight. Don't make this worse." Vanessa again, "I'm pressing charges for property damage. Venmo $1,500. Vanessa again, "Add $500 for emotional distress. My followers are attacking your Facebook. Good luck at work." My stomach dropped. I opened Facebook with damp hands. Vanessa had posted a clip. Not the part where she dumped paint on Lily, not Lily screaming, not my mother clapping, just the moment I slapped the phone away. Caption, "Attacked by my own sister at my dad's birthday. Jealousy is a disease. Hashtag toxic family. Hashtag assault." Strangers poured into the comments calling me a monster, a psycho, saying I should be arrested. And my mother had liked the post. My cousins shared it. They weren't just defending Vanessa, they were rewriting reality, loudly, publicly, until I was the villain and my daughter was a prop. I put Lily to bed early. She fell asleep holding my hand like she was afraid I'd vanish. When the apartment finally got quiet, I sat at my cluttered desk and reached for my laptop charger, thinking I should delete every account and disappear. That's when a heavy manila envelope slid off a pile of mail and hit the floor. Bank paperwork. I froze, a memory surfacing like a bruise. 5 years earlier, my parents had been drowning. Bad investments, overspending, a near foreclosure they hid until the last minute. They'd come to my tiny kitchen in tears, begging. "You're the only one with good credit," my dad said. "We'll pay you back," my mom swore, squeezing my hands. "We'll respect you. We'll do better." So I did it. I bought the house. Mortgage in my name, down payment from my savings. They stayed in the big suburban home, smiling at neighbors like nothing happened, while I kept renting my small apartment and worked overtime to keep my credit from collapsing. There'd been a lease agreement, just a formality, the lawyer said, fixed term with an end date. With a slow, steady breath, I opened the file drawer and pulled out the lease. Term, 5 years. Start, June 1st, 2019. End, June 1st, 2024. I looked at the calendar. July 15th, 2024. The lease had expired for 6 weeks. I read the next part twice, then a third time as my pulse changed from panic to something sharper. Hands stopped shaking, not because I wasn't scared, because for the first time in my life, I had leverage they couldn't laugh off. My phone rang. Mom. I stared at the screen, then answered. My mother's voice came through like ice. Vanessa's video has 10,000 views. She can ruin you. I said nothing. She continued, confident, but I can make it stop. I can tell her to take it down.